Hey guys, so I'm just taking a quick moment before I have to jump on for um, something, an activity that I'm supposed to be doing. But I just thought that I would just kind of walk you guys through one of the reasons why I decided to stop my IVF, pause my IVF cycle, and then proceed on to work with Dr. Yelian. So, and I'll get right to it. I was working with a fantastic doctor who was willing to work with existing methods to help me reach my goals. But the unfortunate thing is that what I started learning is that sometimes for women with my situation, which is the diminished ovarian reserve and who are low responders, um, it you do need multiple cycles, and multiple cycles sometimes equals money, and multiple cycles with a doctor who is also going to motivate you as to the reason why you have to do the multiple cycles. So in my experience with doctors, they will allow you multiple cycles, but they will say something like, well, we'll do 1 or 2 cycles, we'll do three, but after that, we just it's difficult because you are under the care of somebody who is limiting the number of times that you could do your cycles, if that makes sense. And I think a lot of it is because of the conventional approach of doing things, which is, provide medication, let it work out the first time. And if it didn't work out the first time, then we may not want to do it too many more times. But also, people in my situation with age, which is we're not going to get a good quality um, embryo anyway. So let's just go with an effective solution that will work. We'll have a 50% chance of working instead of going with a less than 3% or 3% chance of working. So that was kind of like what I was dealing with up until I met Dr. Yelian. So when I met Dr. Yelian, a couple of things, really impacted me. Now, remember, this is a team research I did. It was Dr. Yelian, the originator of Japanese IVF in Japan, Dr. Nako, and Dr. Silver in Missouri. Um, I'm going to just make sure because I was supposed to, I'm timing something, so I just want to make sure that I am actually going to be able to continue this. So I'll be right back and I will be able to finish that thought and tell you a little bit about those doctors. I'll be back in a minute. And so, yeah, so that was kind of like the process. I'm just kind of like relaxing, and I had like a work commitment. Hey, buddy, how are you? How are you doing? So, yeah, um, the situation was I found 3 doctors. So there was 2 doctors actually that specialized in minimum stimulation IVF. There was Dr. Yelian in California, Dr. Silver in St. Louis, Missouri. Actually, there was a third doctor, and I think it's Dr. Han Kong in New York. And so what I did was I just started like just watching videos, testimonials. I went and read their Google reviews, fertility.com reviews, Yelp reviews, um, looked into their backgrounds, medical backgrounds, and it was just so refreshing to be able to have that, because you can imagine if you are, struggling with infertility, period, regardless of what your infertility journey is, situation is, you are really essentially looking for the best protocol for you, and you're also looking for the doctor that is the best fit for you. And and my take is different. It's not like there's good or bad doctors. I think it's just finding the doctor that is right for you. And I think even having, if physicians can be educated about um, educating students, that would be nice, about educating patients about rather educating patients about who they can at least try and who to go with. Like I would have valued that from the physicians I worked with who focused on conventional cycles. But I guess the minimum stimulation, because it is based out of Japanese IVF protocols, is something that is not maybe widespread in Western countries. But the history of it is that in Japan, the women were not allowed to actually use donor eggs, and culturally, it's not it's not something that they were open to. So doctors had to find a way to make it work. And so I think benefiting from this global outlook of health and is something that for some of us who want to give that a try, we're able to, to benefit from. So I'm curious to see what the end result will be for me. This is the first of another journey, and I'm just happy that I was able to jump onto it quicker. It's going to be a long journey, but I jumped into it quicker because I was able to do my research and be informed and kind of essentially be my own advocate anyway. So yeah, so that's a little bit about it. So wish me luck, and I will continue to keep you guys posted.